Spoiler alert, this video is only for the people who have like zero knowledge in trading, what's stock market, and whatever. This is just an introduction video so that all the people who are actually new to the channel and all the people who don't have the basic knowledge about what trading is, they can actually watch the video and get their doubts solved. So for beginner terms, let's take two examples here. One, a person selling a football. The person B is selling a basketball. All right. Just for the theory purposes, they both own a shop in the same locality, and they're selling it at almost the same price. Let's just say the football is getting sold at $10, and let's just say the basketball is selling for $20, maybe $15. All right. So that it's equal almost. All right. So they both have the sales, going in, going up, going in, going up. And even the basketball has its sales going up, going in, going up, going in, going up. So essentially, when you keep out this example, let's just take tomorrow is the FIFA World Cup, right? And what is happening to person A? Person A has an idea. Because it's the World Cup, people are going to tend to buy more of his product, which is a football rather than a basketball, right? So FIFA World Cup. All right, FIFA World Cup is happening, and what is happening? The prices of the basketball decreases, all right? Because no one's going to buy a basketball anymore during a FIFA World Cup, right? So what happens now? The prices are booming, and the sales are booming for the football owners, all right? So what happens now? He has a small idea to increase this price. So he'll just up it by $15. But still, the people are going to buy because it's obviously FIFA World Cup, right? And what is the person B going to do? He is going to decrease the price to less than $10 because obviously no one's going to buy a basketball for $10 when it's a FIFA World Cup, right? So now what happens is the price rebalances, right? It doesn't grow, but it doesn't keep falling, right? The sales don't keep falling. It ends up in a break-even state. So what happens for this FIFA World Cup? It doesn't affect it because it's obviously FIFA World Cup. He'll still have his sales, right? So at the end of the World Cup, the sales slowly start depreciating. He'll see signs of decreased sales because no one's interested in the buying a football after the thing, right? So what happens then? He again decreases it back to $10, right? So now again, his sales are in the optimal state, which is, back to normal. Okay. So the same thing, let's just apply it with a basketball. Okay. During an NBA competition, let's just say there's NBA being held in India officially. Now what happens? Now person B knows that there is a lot of demand for basketball, right? So basketball prices double. Let's just say it happens into $20. But now what happens? The basketball prices and the sales, start increasing because it is NBA final and all the people keep buying it till the end of it. What happens to the football now? The price of the football again keeps on dropping because of what? Because there's NBA being held in that particular time. So what he does is he decreases the prices again to $5, which is like the cheapest, right? He's not getting any profit nor anything. So what happens? The sales again tend back to the normal state. It doesn't grow up drastically, but it doesn't keep on falling, right? The people who hate basketball are still going to buy a football because it's obviously cheaper now, right? So after the NBA, again, the prices of the $20 basketball keeps on decreasing because no one's going to pay $20 for a basketball after the game, right? No one's going to get a signature, something like that. So essentially what the person B does is gets it back to the optimal state, right? So after the NBA, the football, obviously it continues. So person A also gets it back to $10, right? So $10 to $15, the difference. And then all the prices tend back to normal and they keep on increasing. And even with the NBA thing, it continues, right? So with all this being said, I actually want you guys to understand a simple fact. Let's just say now you're interested in trading stocks, not forex, stocks. In stocks, you either have a basketball or a football. You don't have both. Okay, you don't have both. You either have a basketball or a football. Let's just say you have a basketball, right? During the NBA, what happens? The prices increases, the sales increases during the NBA. All right, and after the NBA, if you do not decrease the price of the inflated basketball, which is essentially for $15, but during NBA you sell it for $25, the sales still are gonna exceed. But after the NBA, if you gonna do not decrease the price back to the normal state, the prices are gonna fall. That's essentially what's happening with Tesla and all that. It's not related to NBA or the FIFA, but that's the basic outline that I'm giving you guys. All right. Now coming back to the football, that's the same thing. When NASA invested into the SpaceX stock rocketed, right? So their stock rocketed, but after that, it again came back to the optimal state. That's what is happening in the stock industry. So coming back to the forex industry and the currency pairs, here's where it gets a bit complicated, right? This football represents euro, right? And this basketball represents the US dollar, right? So I'll just remove the price, and now things will get a bit confusing. I'll remove these things. We don't need any vendors for explaining these things, all right? And there is euro, there is US dollar, and now we have the original, the pair, right? Euro US dollar, right? The Euro USD. Now, the basic fact and the basic point that you have to remember is whichever pair is in the front of this name, let's just say this is Euro USD. It's not other way around. It's not US dollar Euro, right? It's Euro US dollar, which means Euro is the higher authority in this particular pair. Okay, you can actually find USD Euro also. There, US dollar has more authority, but in this particular pair, Euro has more authority, which means, let's just say this is the the market, right? The Euros market, and currently the Euro is trending, right? Due to some bank investments, and Euro is trending, and when you come back to the US dollar is not trending that much, right? It's actually falling due to, let's say, inflation, right? High inflation, and due to the bad things that federal government has been doing, the USD has been falling. What happens to the Euro USD? It skyrockets, right? Because essentially Euro is betting against the US market, right? And now, if the same thing happens the other way around, let's just say the US dollar is booming up due to the federal bank and the Powell speech, whatever, and let's just say the Euro is actually falling, right? Euro is falling, right? What happens then? Then the Euro US dollar, this entire pair, it shifts into a downfall, right? It shifts into a downfall because US dollar is trending and Euro is, falling down. Next, there is a third scenario, which is a bit complicated. Let's just say Euro is falling and also the USD is also falling, right? So what happens in that particular moment? I mean, this rarely happens. It never happens usually, but then US dollar is basically in a consolidation state, right? It all depends on which one is falling harder. If US dollar is falling harder, then Euro USD will actually move up. But if the US dollar is falling slowly and Euro is keeping falling continuously during, let's just say, World War III or whatever, US dollar is booming up, Euro is booming down, then it continues its downfall. Okay, so that's essentially how the market works. When you compare the currency exchange, that's essentially how it works. So hope that actually helped you guys out. If you have any doubts, you can comment. This is just a basic video of how the stock market or the currency forex pairs work, and hope you understood this, and hope it sounds logical. All right, the next video we'll be discussing how to read a chart. All right, so stay tuned for that. See you guys.